Welcome to the Path, Omega American Protectorate. You are standing inside Alpha Compound, also known as our North American headquarters. This compound is unique in that it is built on reclaimed city land and incorporates the remaining features of the city into its resource matrix. Life here in the Path is about growth, security, responsibility, contribution and acceptance. All community members are encouraged to improve themselves as human beings. As you are a new member of our community, it is fair that you are made aware of the expectations we have of you. You must also be made aware of our community values and acceptable norms. The Path commits itself to you in the following ways. We will feed you, clothe you, house you, employ you, and empower you. We will defend your life with ours. All lives here are precious. We happily accept your contributions and happily reward your efforts. We will strive to ensure your happiness and growth. You have survived. Now it is time to thrive. We will listen to your concerns, understand and act on them where possible. We will seek ways to improve yours and all lives under our protection. The Path has set the following community standards. Taking from others only encourages others to take from you. You will be removed. Speak ill of people and people will speak ill of you. Your freedoms will be curtailed. Violent acts invite equal or greater violent acts from the law. You will be removed or executed. Gender and sexual identity are irrelevant. We are all equal. Discrimination results in discrimination. Children are inviolable. Sexual interference is not tolerated. You will be executed. No contribution, no community. You will be removed. Obey the rules. Be a contributor to our community and you will be loved and rewarded. Act in a criminal manner, engage in laziness or poor behavior, you will be tried and executed, or removed from the compound and left outside of the city to fend for yourself. The outer ring of city skyscrapers and buildings have been repurposed for the use of the community. They act as solar energy collectors, light reflectors, a defense system, and also as residential, trades and industrial areas. Solar panels have been scavenged from all over the United States and used to clad the various buildings in the compound. This not only provides a source of energy, but also acts a defense against zombie attacks. Buildings on the outside of the agricultural zones have been used to act as mirrors to reflect light onto the agricultural zones to assist in food production around the outer defense perimeter. Wreckage and debris has been used to block the spaces between streets and buildings to ensure a continuous wall around the compound. Several buildings have been adapted as defense stations and contain heavy weaponry. The Magno Loop is the primary defense system for the city. Buried underground, this extremely powerful weapon creates a specially charged magnetic field, which causes molecular disintegration of any life within the field. There is an inner loop and an outer loop. These are both buried under the outer agricultural zone. The outer loop hosts 4 substations which route power through the loop. The system is redundant. Should any of the substations fail, a loop continues to operate, albeit at a lower power output. The loop is tested several times a year and you will be informed when a test is due. This usually coincides with the end of a crop harvest. There are 2 defense zones, the outer and inner defense zones. These consist of a solid wall ringing the city and agricultural zones. At equal lengths across each zone, tower weapon emplacements are located. These contain heavy weapons and defense force emplacements. Underground tunnels for rail, road and infrastructure have been reclaimed and adapted as underground support structures. New tunnels have been dug to complete lower floor plans and the spoil taken to the surface and used to create new topsoil for the agricultural zones. These tunnels are used to house the hydroponic farms, waste treatment and reclamation, and defensive positions. Below the tunnels is the underground refuge complex, consisting of several refuge zones. These refuge zones are your first destination in case of an emergency that threatens the safety of the compound. The refuge zones contain specially constructed and reinforced shelters which also contain enough provisions and air for 14 days. Below this are secondary shelter levels, a lower and final refuge zones as well as a lower facility zone which contains a ring of defenses. The lower zones have limited capacity. In the event of an emergency, division leaders will confirm which community members will be admitted to the lower and final refuge zones. The final refuge zone will only be used in the event of a catastrophic emergency. Should an emergency of this kind arise, all members will be issued with weaponry. Your division leader will advise you of your scheduled mandatory weapons training. Omega Compound is your new home. Welcome to our community. We hope that you will find joy in your life here with us. We thank you for choosing the path as your society.